Hello, and thank you for watching the video. Today we're going to show how to use your previously set up Google Home and Google Assistant apps, as well as your settings to create routines, to create the routine for Hey Google, I'm being pulled over by the police. So this was a common shortcut created back in 2018 for Siri under the iOS, and this is a shortened version of that to run that on an Android system. So essentially, the reason that we're using Google Home here instead of just Assistant is because Google Assistant alone can only run one single command. What we do with Google Home is we open the Google Home app and we run what are called routines. So routines are essentially, we'll essentially program. It's a sequence of commands that you put in motion with a single prompt. So looking at these here, we select the routines button. You can see some of these pre-developed routines. We'll click on one of these just to show an example. You can see each of the routines starts with a how to start, and then this routine will. So the start just has one prompt. The prompt can be by time, by location. They can be scheduled or just use the voice commands. So what we'll be using today is the voice command. And then what a routine does is follows a sequence of actions, and you can add a number of actions here. So what we're going to do to start our own and create our own routine for being pulled over is to select the Add Routine button, and we'll add a starter, and we'll use, again, as I mentioned, a voice command. All right, so we'll type in there, I'm being pulled over by the police. So you don't have to type in the Hey Google because that's already in there. We'll select done, and then we're going to add our first action. So what we want to do with these actions is notify someone, send our location, and record a video. So how we'll do that, we will add an action. Within here, when you're adding these, you can see that there are some predetermined shortcuts that have categories already ready for you. And we'll take this first one, and we're going to select send a text. We're going to click the arrow. And the best way I like to practice these and test these is to add myself as my contact. So I create me as a contact, add my phone number, and then that way, whenever I am in a situation like this, programming these, you can simply just type the name of the contact rather than the phone number. So I'd like to send it to me, and the text will say, I'm being pulled over by the police. I will send my location in another text. Another rext, all right. Okay, when we select done and then done again, and you see that it has sent a text as your first action. So we're gonna add our second action. And none of these here will send your location automatically. So we have to use the Google Assistant function. And within here, you can just type your command. Whenever you're typing in voice commands for Google Assistant, just make sure that they are action-oriented and very specific. So what we want to do is text my location, and then me as the contact. The reason we put text instead of send is because if you only have send my location, it will ask you as it's running through the routine if you want to send it via text, via Google, via Gmail, sorry, or via WhatsApp or something along those lines. So make sure you're specific and put text in there. So we're going to select done on that. And the last thing we want to do is record a video. Again, it's none of these pre-developed routines here, so we want to add a voice command, a Google Assistant command, to start recording a selfie video. Okay, and then we'll save that. And that takes us to the next screen. And here you can see the list of routines. The way to test your routine is to say, by the function of saying, hey Google, and then the name of your routine. Or you can select this little play button just off to the side of that. So here you can see the routine is testing, and it's running
Sending your
routine.
message to me saying I'm being pulled over by the police. I will send my location in another text.
Okay, so that process, the first action in the routine.
Sending your location to me saying I'm here. https://maps.google.com/maps?q equals 33.0959695,
All right, there's a second
opening app.
function. And here we are looking at our third function, and what we have is recording the selfie. So I'm going to stop recording that. And then from here, we'll go back to the routines page. And you can see that we've fully tested each of these functions here. So in the future, you can add functions such as dimming your screen, turning your volume down, and actually sending your video to people who you've just notified. You follow the same steps as we've walked through, and that way you are able to safely and securely stay present in the situation that you're in, as well as share your location and share your kind of situation with people in the future. So I hope this is helpful. Please let us know what we can add and how you're using this. And thanks for your time.